YouTube, what's poppin'? It's your boy Young A back with another video. You already know what it is. Run through some clips, some lives. We're gonna start with Big Act. We always start with Big Act because he always live at the same time I'm live. So go over there and check out what he got going on. Then we might run through some Patrick Ben Davis, and maybe some Graham Stephan, and see what we got going on, man. But let's go. Act already started too.
First day out. First day out, this nigga flexing.
Roll something up too.
Flexing, man. The nigga only had one message for that nigga tax store, and it was "Dear hater, I won." This shit was sad. Anyway, welcome home to Troy Ave, and we look forward to hearing what he has to say, and we'll see how he continues to, whether it's podcasting or rapping. Let's see what's up with it. See, the thing with Troy, I don't enjoy every song he's ever made. I do think he's gotten better at rapping, but he got some joints I really like. That "Dear Hater, I Won" shit. Anytime he's roasting a nigga, his diss songs are the best songs. But anyway, all right, good. Welcome home, Troy. What else we got going on? We got we got a bunch of not the biggest topics. We're trying not to. We're on a Drake diet today. Pause. That sounds crazy, but really, we're just not just try to overdose on just speaking about Drake the entire time. There's a lot of things happening in hip-hop. Oh, great. Let me actually get into this. Or should I not nerd y'all out so quickly? I want to get to that Russ. Remember what Russ had tweeted out? I don't know if I should nerd y'all out a little bit too quick. Let me see. Maybe I get to some of the bullshit first. Yeah. I guess I could do that, right? Okay. I think I talked about that last time. All right. Anyway, a real quick update. And I'll just go in order. It's fine. A real quick update on YBC Duel. Yo. By the way, oh my God, Chad. I'm gonna say this to y'all, but please don't go look it up. Yo, Philly is a fucking war zone, bruh. I don't know what type of algorithm they got going on my X or my Twitter, bro. I watched 3 broad daylight executions. They shot one nigga at least 50 times, bro. At least 50 times, my nigga. And this is all captured on camera. These guys really don't give a fuck. And I'm like, yo, it hit me today. I'm like, Philadelphia, it's like the new Chirac. It's crazy, I'm telling you. It's disgusting. It's there's nothing to be really proud of. But it's absolutely disgusting. It's, the police commissioner, they're just calling these things executions. Because it's I watched one of these joints. They shot the dude. The dude gets shot, and they stand over him for a minute and a half. The nigga even changes clips, and still, the guy's clearly dead. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Philly is tweaking out right now. Anyway, if you guys don't know, we covered the death of rapper YBC, Mr. Disrespectful, aka YBC Duel. And essentially, they're now saying that police believe that this was a orchestrated hit. They're saying that the vehicle that they have linked to the vehicle that they have linked to do the actual crime. The vehicle that's linked to the actual crime was actually found, but it was burned. And that sounds like some people who's trying to really get away with it. They basically used a car that you're not going to recover much evidence from. They burned it. So again, by the way, the actual video of his death got leaked as well. I'm telling you, I don't know why all these Philly videos are coming out. Philly and Chicago is they're confusing places. They're major cities, and they have all the cameras in the world. But it's either that people are dying too quick or the police are just too lazy, but they're just not solving nothing. So, again, I'm describing it. I don't want you guys to look it up, nor will I show it. He was definitely set up. I actually agree with the father here. He was definitely set up. He was sitting in the back seat or something like that of a vehicle. Looked like the vehicle was tinted. It was sitting on, the vehicle was parked on a street, and a car just pulls up right by it. I don't know if his window was down or whatever, but actually the window wasn't down because you see bullet holes through the window. and they just like executed him. Like they knew exactly where he was in that car, knew exactly where he was in the car. It kind of feels like a setup. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, yeah, I do believe that obviously he had a lot of enemies. People definitely wanted to kill him, but they definitely had some type of drop on him. Absolutely, fucking loot. By the way, OT7 Kwani, another popular Philadelphia rapper, he's kind of in this mess too. Like apparently he seemingly disses YBC Duel. He said, I was gonna ask bro why he dissed me in those interviews, but I forgot he checked. I guess that means he checked out. I don't know. So I don't know. I feel like this is sort of like, damn, look at all the laughing emojis. I feel like it's a lot of bad energy when you're celebrating this, because I gotta imagine that YBC Duel's homies, like, bro, they're probably ready to crash out over it, right? So cycle of violence continues, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately. Oh, okay. Shit. Did No Jumper just post the video? They did post the video. What the fuck? Yo, we're so like fucked in rap media nowadays. Like posting this is a still from the video. Okay, I'll make sure we can't play. Okay, this is a car. He's in this car, and this car pulls up. He's supposedly in the back seat, and they don't even fire that many shots. They fired probably about like 4 or 5 or 6 shots, but they just knew exactly where it was. They shot him directly and just drove off. Just kind of. Get a motherfucking. You need a Cybertruck out there, man. Yo, Elon, man. Yo, gift these niggas some Cybertrucks or something. God damn. Anyway, are the windows bulletproof on a Cybertruck? No, right? Oh, so I guess that doesn't really help much. Okay. Really quickly, what was I going to get to? Oh, this was interesting. So, how many of y'all use the Telegram app, right? So, Telegram is like this, supposed app that encrypts your conversation with another person, and supposedly because it's a peer-to-peer type of thing, allegedly the Telegram server doesn't save messages, which people who are doing either crime or try to buy some illicit type of substances or whatever items, that's a more preferable way of communicating, because it's allegedly harder for the police to gain a copy of what was being said. Now, as we've seen over time, just like how we've seen with Silk Road, right? The guy who created that, in theory, this whole thing about, being like protecting the people who are using this thing and making it secure and whatever. It sounds good in theory, but then these places become corrupt and basically starts to facilitate full-blown crime organizations, right? Like, there's mad scammers that think that because they're conducting business via Telegram, they can never get caught. So obviously, once an app or once a website becomes starts to facilitate crime, you get the government and many governments that usually say, hey, check it out. Your app is like a conduit for crime. Could you change up what you're doing there, that you're not basically helping criminals get away with shit? And usually what happens is that company is in they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Well, the reason why your app popped off is because people feel like they're protected. So you can't just announce to them like, oh, starting today, you're not protected anymore, right? So usually what they do is they try to just go, usually put up a fight against the government or try different ways to kind of avoid, what seems to be the inevitable, which is, the site or the app getting shut down. Anyway, the CEO of Telegram got arrested in France. Apparently he went to France because he thought he was safe from, arrest or, anyone that doesn't like Telegram, any government fucking with him, except he still got arrested. I'll play a video real quick. It'll kind of explain what the fuck is going on. Telegram CEO arrested. Do y'all use Telegram? I've never really got into it. Let me see. I'm trying to find like a decent video.
Follows a warrant that alleged that Telegram's lack of moderation has facilitated illegal activities. The Russian embassy in France has demanded that Durov should be granted consular access and that his rights must be upheld. The embassy has claimed that the authorities in France, however, are refusing to cooperate. Telegram has said that its CEO has nothing to hide. Telegram, which has close to 1 billion users, was created by Durov and his brother in 2013 in Russia. After Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022, Telegram became the main source of unfiltered and sometimes graphic content from both sides in the war. The application is used extensively by Russian and Ukrainian officials, including Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. Several countries in Europe, including France, have raised concerns about the app related to security and data privacy. Well, for more on this, for a discussion on this,
The Russian founder of the Telegram messaging app, Pavel Durov, has been arrested at a French airport. Reports say authorities have been investigating a lack of moderators on the app, which they say allows criminal activity to take place. Our correspondent Will Vernon explains what we know about the arrest.
Yeah, this is coming from a number of French media who quote sources in French law enforcement who say that Pavel Durov was arrested on Saturday evening last night at an airport near Paris. He'd apparently arrived on his private jet from Azerbaijan, and they're saying that he was arrested on the basis of an arrest warrant that was issued in connection with Telegram's failure to moderate illegal content and cooperate with law enforcement over drug trafficking, child sexual content, and fraud. This is just coming from French media. We should stress, of course, Telegram would almost certainly deny all of those allegations, but we'll have to see now whether he could appear in court today. French media are saying he could be indicted today, and of course what the reaction will be. You mentioned that the Russian Foreign Ministry
Digital Services Act, its moderation is within industry standards, illegal. Durov's arrest at a French airport by that nation's cybersecurity and anti-fraud units is an important challenge for free speech globally. Durov was born in Russia and has French citizenship. The Russian embassy in France said in a statement that it asked French authorities for more details on the arrest. Meanwhile, Telegram said in a statement, quote, Telegram abides by EU laws, including the Digital Services Act. Its moderation is within it.
Don't speak to car insurance companies after you were involved in a car accident. They record your calls and can use what you say against you. If you know the accident wasn't your fault, go to Compensation Lee instead. It's free and it takes under 1 minute. You have nothing to lose. Fill out the form. If you qualify, a local attorney will contact you and explain how they can fight for your rights. The involved insurance companies may end up paying you way more than you think. They may cover not only your car, but lost wages, emotional tolls, car rentals, and more. Do not get cornered into accepting a little check. Don't sign your rights to maximum compensation away. Remember, Compensation Lee is free, and the lawyer only gets paid when you win.
The mountains are my favorite place to get away and be together. With Lazy Dog, I wanted to forget even moderating, working with these governments to capture these niggas that's doing this shit because you're trying to protect them. Yeah, nigga, they're gonna lock you up. You know what I mean? So I think it was only a matter of time. I mean, I think we've seen anytime, you know, whether it's a website or an app that doesn't comply with any nation's laws, they're gonna come for you eventually. I mean, didn't they raided like a compound like in Australia? They got, I think it was Mega.com. They got him for basically just allowing. He had owned the website. I think it was just Mega Upload, and he was just allowed people to just pirate videos and pirate. You know, you could just share movies. That's what I ain't gonna lie. If anybody remember back like maybe like 6-7 years ago, I don't even know. It was that.
Pirating was crazy.
Niggas used to upload whole movies on that shit, right?
Facts.
And they basically just wouldn't respond in a timely manner to like the movie industry saying, bro, our new fucking movie's uploaded on your website. Like we paid $1 billion for this shit. And eventually, all those turned to complaints, and they fucking arrested the guy. And is he in jail? I don't even know if he's in jail. Megan.com. No, it's King. My bad. Kim.com. Sorry. Is he still arrested? He's free now, isn't he? I don't know. Let's go.
I had that yawn, dog.
Free. I don't know if he's free. Is he free, chat? Oh, and he's facing extradition. Yeah, so I mean, I think that Telegram shit is cooked, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, dog.
She's freaking out.
Bro, like, to keep it real, and all of these apps, we only get to enjoy them for a little while, man. Yo, you don't see that LeBron snitched on Stream East, got that shit shut down? That nigga LeBron was watching Bronny play in, like, the Summer League, bro. He had a computer in his lap with Stream East, like, logged in. You know what I mean? And nigga was watching some bootleg, like, sports game, like he was bootlegging another sports game. Nigga, they shut that whole shit down, nigga. I think if you go to Stream East right now, nigga, that shit is out of here. StreamEast.com, right? Isn't that what it's like? I don't know, this shit's still up. Never mind. It was down for a bit. There was a big ass federal logo on it that said, yo, we seized the site. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. Fed seized Stream East. Yeah, there was a whole thing about it. Yeah, this banner appeared. The domain has been seized. But they made it. It says they made an instant comeback. What? Anyway, shout out to Stream East though. I think that Telegram shit is gonna come down crashing. Bro, you just can't have a unregulated app. It reminds me of It just reminds me of Silk Road. And you know, apparently this guy, if you hear about his wealth, like the guy is a pretty modest guy. Like he keeps all of his. I think he's worth like 500 million or maybe a couple billion or whatever, but he keeps all his money in crypto. You know, he doesn't splurge too crazy. However, you know, I don't think that, you know, the feds give a fuck about that. And by the way, when I mean feds, I'm not only talking about U.S. feds. We're talking about federal authorities from any country. Because I think France is the ones who, you know, executed their own warrant. But, you know, usually once they get somebody like him taken in custody, everybody else comes out with their complaints, and they're going to be like, yo, extradite him over here when you're done with him. You get what I'm saying? So eventually I do think that site's going to come down. And I think all they had to do, and maybe I don't know too much about that, all they had to do just like, yo, the major things, just make sure niggas ain't having no child pornography right on there. Make sure niggas ain't ordering murders on there. Like, just make sure, like, you know, like, we get it. People want to have, like, these secret conversations, but you have to make sure they're not doing, like, the most degenerate shit on there, which obviously the government's gonna care. You know what I mean?
Are you tired of being just a handyman? In California, handyman isn't a recognized title, and people expect you to work for less. But what if you could be recognized as a licensed professional in California and charge what you're worth? Elevate your career with Contractors Intelligence School. Our comprehensive study materials and interactive practice tests will help you ace the California Contractor State License exam on your first try. Plus, we offer a 100% money-back guarantee if you don't pass. Zero risk. As a licensed contractor, you can take on bigger jobs, earn more, and build a successful business. Don't settle for less. Choose Contractors Intelligence School and start your journey today. Visit our website and create a free demo account now.
What's up, guys? We're gonna hop into the store. I've been hunting for this card everywhere. Hopefully I can find it. If not, my homies told me this thing called Whatnot. See if we can find it there. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find what we're looking for in there. So now I think we're gonna try out Whatnot, right? All right, guys. Just hopped on Whatnot, made an account. Let's see what they got. Oh, wow. There's tons of different options going on right now. All right, this one looks good. Let's hop in. No, wait, this is the one I've been looking for. Dude, let's start bidding. Dude, let's go. I told you. I knew I'd get it. I'm super hyped. Live auction bidding. Go give it a try.
Just keep it on sight. Glocks, black guys in my trap house getting me hype. Hype! I don't know what it is, Chad. Bro, I listened to it, and this is coming from memory. Y'all do know, like, no matter what, y'all, you know, obviously I don't like to do, but it's like, bro, you know I used to bump a lot of big songs. Like, I still bump 1942. I still, 1942 flows. I still bump Pray For Him. It's one of the hardest songs. Shout out to Honorable C. Note. Bro, you got a catalog of some good songs, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would be a liar if I said otherwise. But it's recently, bro, I just don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's the Diddy allegations. I don't know if it's that leaked tape, bro. I don't know if it's that, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know if it's the color Lane in a blankie with Michael Root. I don't know what it is, bro. This shit just not the same, dog. And I'm at the point where I'm like, bro, I feel bad, dog. I feel bad. Get up. Like, I feel bad. Meek, just respectfully, leave this beat alone. Like, leave this beat alone. And usually I think, you know, you slide on a lot of beats. I don't think this was one for him. You get what I'm saying? The comments were nothing but complimentary to him. Niggas said, bro ruined an amazing beat. They said Meek Mill just opened his mouth. Somebody go tell him to shut up right now. Yo, and then somebody says, Meek Mill killed Summer 16, Pound Cake, Motto, On One, Moment for Life, 0 to 100. Real Meek knows he been snapping on Drake beats. I'm not gonna lie, he did kill those beats. But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's a few years ago. Somebody said, bro never said the Diddy stuff didn't. All right. So Diddy changes, man. Somebody said, bro, up 8 M's, he ain't worried about y'all. Oh, okay, let's talk about something positive about me. This is how bad I be feeling, bro, because I'm like, bro, yo, you know niggas say they used to pray for times like this? Nigga, I used to pray for the time where all my ops are losing. Like, they're all catching L's. You feel me? And nigga, when I look up and they're all catching L's, like, I started to feel bad now. I'm like, damn, I thought I'd be happier, but I'm like, I feel bad. So I gotta cover something positive about Meek. Like, fuck it, man. Let's cover something positive about Meek. Michael Rubin says Meek Mill turned his investment he turned a $200,000 investment into a $8 million profit, and I think that was with lids, right? Let's see. Let's play the clip.
I'm always trying to help you. There's so many businesses. If you think about it, like, look at Jay-Z. He's an investor in Fanatics. We own Fanatics Sportsbook together. We own Mitchell Ness together. You know, look at Travis. We're doing the collabs together. Look at Meek. He was an investor in Lids. By the way, Meek's the single best investment in his life. You know, hope I won't get in trouble for saying this, but put $200,000 in Lids and got $8 million back. Wow. Okay?
Go ahead, Meek. Shout out to Meek.
Yeah. So like,
That's fire. That's fire. And by the way, you know, like, you know, obviously, and I stick to my guns on this, I do believe that Michael Rubin helps these guys. Like Meek Mill is literally, like, we all know he ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer, right? Like, we all know this, right? So I do think having some association with Michael Rubin, someone who's very smart financially, that's a good thing, right? And clearly it did pay off for him, because he did invest $200,000 into Liz, and then apparently the valuation of that turned into being worth $8 million. I think that's amazing. That's amazing for Meek, and, you know, you got to salute to Michael Rubin for it. You know, again, I keep saying the same point. My thing with the Michael Rubin thing is that, bro, you could be cool with the nigga without cameras around. Because when cameras around and you with this guy, it just don't look good for you nor little baby. You know what I mean? Like, if I was y'all and I hung out with this nigga and I see it, he pull out his phone, I slap it out of his hand. You know? But, you know, if he's helping and guiding Meek towards, you know, some good financial decisions, I'm not mad at that. You know why? I remember when Meek Mill was on Twitter asking, yo, how do I get Robinhood? Like, how do I do this? Like, how do I get a loan? I remember saying that. I was just like, what the
A .world domain name that immerses, inspires possibility, and welcomes. Own your world at name.com/world.
shit, you know? Alright. Oh, man. Holy. Yo, so it was revealed in court, and I thought this was, like, kind of interesting, right? It was revealed in court that Diddy is actually a part owner, which I don't even know why people were so shocked, because even though Elon Musk owns the controlling interest in X, it's no longer a public company, he did have investors, right? And it's not that he couldn't have afforded Twitter by, you know, with his own net worth or his own wealth, but like he has a lot of money tied up, and rather than you know he did sell off some Tesla stock, rather than liquidate everything just to like buy Twitter, you know, he took on some investors, and also they were probably strategic partners because he wanted to make sure, even though it was going up, he was reverting from going public to now going private with the company. He knows having these strategic partnerships could help make Twitter even more successful, right? So it was then revealed, and let me see, Diddy, Elon Musk. It was revealed in a financial filing. So following a federal lawsuit over Elon Musk's alleged failure to pay arbitration fees after his purchase of X, the company was forced to disclose its list of shareholders. The list includes entities connected to Sean Diddy Combs, Saudi Arabia's Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Al Saud, as well as billionaire hedge fund manager Bill Ackman and Oracle's co-founder Larry Ellison. According to the Hollywood Reporter, the filing, which resulted in a victory for the plaintiffs, provides a peek into who financed the $44 billion purchase of Twitter in 2023. It says the company, of course, fought to hide the names of the investors, citing that no publicly held corporation owns 10% or more, but a journalist and reporters committee argued that Twitter/X position in the global marketplace of ideas necessitated understanding of the financial motives that could potentially shape the platform. I actually agree with whatever journalist that is. I think we should know who the investors are, but we get to find out that Diddy got some money up in there. Now, they didn't tell you how much. I don't think so, right? Here it is. So these are the companies that have some interest in there. Is there anything that says Combs? Oh, Sean Combs Capital. There we go. Low key, this shit might have snitched on Diddy. You know why? Because I think Diddy, you know, he's basically sold, in all the public companies we know, he sold his controlling interest. Revolt, he don't own no more. He's not doing business with Diageo. Bad Boy, I think they've done some shuffling around to make sure that, you know, Diddy's name isn't at the top or whatever. And I guess he had like this almost like investment company that, you know, he probably been dumping money into to, you know, make strategic investments, and I guess that would be Sean Combs Capital. And damn, they fucking found it. Holy shit. All right, who else owns Twitter? These other people. Oh, this is Larry. This is Larry. This is shit right here. This is just like companies. Again, according to Elon Musk, no big company owns even 10%. recently, man. I don't know what Diddy got going on, man. I think, personally,
I had to run to the
I
stove.
think Diddy contemplating on going on a run. We seen Diddy next to every natural border. We see this nigga jaywalking next to the airport. We see him walking next to the beach. I think he's looking into the water like, I think I could be like Elliot Gonzalez shot this people. Like, I think this nigga's thinking about running, man. We keep seeing him next to too many damn land barriers and borders. Like, he's almost thinking like, yo, man, fuck it. Let me just make a run for it. Fuck is you doing at the beach, nigga? This is him. And this is, what do you call it again? Stevie J. Either that or Diddy might be scouting out. The only thing you gotta make sure, we don't know if he's scouting out the adults or the kids, or the men or the women. We don't know who he's scouting out. That's the thing.
An extra layer of cheese and toppings to the crispy golden edge. It's Domino's Pan Pizza. If you know, you know.
People say we spend too much time on our phones, but they're actually so useful. I ordered this coffee with my phone. Found my boyfriend with my phone. Even found my new car and financed it off of my phone at driveway.com. What do you think?
Not sure about the color. Hey, what do you...
Ooh, awesome color.
See? So useful.
You know what? I do like the color.
Driveway,
Who's he?
the way better way to buy and sell your car online.
Hey, chat. Am I fucked up for saying that I slightly feel bad for Diddy? And not necessarily Diddy the person, but feel bad for someone who's in a situation. So something get like, I guess Diddy's the placeholder, but I guess I would feel bad for somebody who, no matter how much you have in this world, like the entire world opinion of you just switched, and then you're like a sitting duck, kind of almost waiting. I think jail seems inevitable, right? It's like, what do you do if you are almost certain that the federal government are going to try to put you in jail for the rest of your life? Like, how do you spend those moments or days waiting for the inevitable? Do you just keep living like... It's kind of like... It's got like... There's this movie about people being told their death date. And once they know their death date, they move completely different, right? Like, they just start... Their actions start to match the date that they're told. Now, Diddy knows that there's an indictment about to come. Probably in a month, probably sooner. If you're Diddy, what do you do? Like, how different do you live your life? And I think that's what I'm like when I'm watching, like, his body language. He got a good poker face, so I ain't gonna lie. Like, he still smiles.
There's a lot of pressure.
It's like, it probably feels like there's probably a no moment, during the day that his mind could just be completely clear and not be in a constant state of worry. Like, let me ask y'all a question. Would you rather be in Diddy's position? Say, I'm gonna give you two scenarios. You got Diddy amount of money, right? Yo, you're basically sitting waiting for whenever the feds are gonna come lock you up on this indictment, or you're just chilling, enjoying your life, living life as normal, and they just pop up one day. But you at least weren't stressing about them coming. Because I do think Diddy is probably stressed the fuck out, dog. He gotta be. You want to know? There's no going on the run, bro. Yeah, it's a fucked up question. What I'm trying to say is that the anxiety of waiting to be indicted. Do you rather that, or do you rather just, if it happens, it happens, but you're not thinking about this all the time?
It's too hot in here, man.
So you're looking at a man enjoying his last day of freedom. Well, that's also a sad, like if we're thinking that that's what this is, that's also sad too. You don't think? I think that's sad.
Diddy.
Go to Bobby with Russell. You heard what that nigga Russell say, man. That nigga sending us a smoke signal to Diddy. It's like, Diddy, nigga, I made a nest over here, nigga. Why you not here yet? Russell Simmons.
For comedy hype.
Be working, not hiding. I'm going to wish you all beautiful people. What, Chief? Are you lost? I'm your friend, black people. I've been my whole life a supporter of all the initiatives that lift you up. Still to date, I've never spoken to a policeman about anything. I've never spoken to a judge, civil or criminal, about anything. From what I...
Yeah, now I was just looking at
my friends.
I was just watching Diddy and I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting. I'm thinking. I'm like, I wonder if I'm Diddy, what I would be thinking about right now. Like, even if you're on the beach, are you mentally on the beach, or are you like constantly like thinking about, damn,
That shit.
I hope they don't go through.
It's coming in. It's going in and out.
I left in that corner in my jerk off room that got me on videotape. Doing I like, is that going through? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Anyway, yo, shout to Big Sean. Big Sean actually was breaking down. Oh, by the way, Diddy's ting. You remember the girl that Carisha was like, yo, if I wanted, I could have you on your knees eat my pussy. I could have Diddy tell you to eat my pussy on your knees or whatever. Yo, you could tell his shorties probably are thinking it's done, because they're starting to pop back out now. They're trying to pop out and show another sugar daddy what they got working on. You get what I'm saying? So Diddy's ex, they're calling her ex, but this is like this is like the plus two or the plus one in the threesomes and orgies. You get what I'm saying? But her name is Gina Hua. Apparently, you know what I mean? I guess since Diddy's out of here, or about to be out of here, she's busting it down now. You know what I mean? She on camera busting it down, trying to get another sugar daddy. But like, something's bothering him, man. There's something he's not saying to us, and I don't know if it's necessarily something we should even require him to share, even through art, if this is some real shit going on. Also, I don't think Sean is one of those people who hops online and does a Tyrese. No disrespect to Tyrese. I don't think he's crying on camera for sympathy. I think this is some genuine shit.
Had to gather myself. But like I was saying, when you make art, you put a lot into it. And, I definitely am a...
Yo, in moments like this, and again, I'm just like spitballing here, right? Moments like this is where I also wonder, where is this girl? Where is the people that love him? Because sometimes the nigga could get consumed in his own thoughts. He could just kind of also feel alone. He could just be like, yo, nobody understand me now. Nobody's supporting me. Nobody,
Chronic overworker, overthinker, and I've been dedicating a lot of my life to it. And I don't really try and read into what people ever say too. It's like, it's hard because you do care about your so.
Now,
focused on the path of keeping the music focused on what I want to do, no matter what people think. So it's like, sometimes if you read into too much, like the internet could suck the fun out of it. Just anything you do. So it's just like, as an artist, expressing yourself is just important to me to stay on that path and take my time.
I see some people say, nah, he's doing this just because he fell off. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't think so, man. I think there's something else going on. This guy has all the talent in the world. I do think, you know, yeah, I think him and Wale kind of maybe suffer from similar things. Like, for example, Wale has a lot of talent. Well, I always thought it was the likability factor that people never really give him sometimes the props he deserved and whatever. But also, do you think, you know, if we're thinking that maybe whatever Sean is going through on a mindset level, or maybe just dealing with criticism, or just dealing with, you know, maybe coming up short, no Diddy, maybe that's what's got him emotional type shit.
The whole concept of the album, though, is like better me than you. So it's like when you go through your shit, it's like you the one who can handle it. So
this might be as close as the most personal album yet, if that's what it's gonna be, right? Because it looked like something's on his mind, and it looked like he's trying to put it through music. General Surgency thinks the 20s as being the best, but being slept on for so long will do that to you. No way Drake, Cole, and Kendrick should be getting mentioned without them. I always thought it was Drake, Kendrick, Cole, and Sean, and Wiz for this generation. That's passing now. You put Wiz in there? Like, no disrespect to Wiz. Like, first of all, Wiz can't rap near to Drake, Kendrick, Cole, and Sean. Nah, I don't put Wiz there, but I kind of agree with you. So I said, maybe his girl gone away? I want to say some shit, but I don't want to be ignorant. But this is an honest deduction from me. Man, I think they beefing in that crib, bro. I think he got problems in the crib, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean, but I'm not trying to like gaslight no crazy shit neither. I'm really like, that's a real deduction by me. You feel what I'm saying? Now I can tell you why I think that. Why I think that is that. I think part of it's the music, and I think, you know, I think they beefing up in that crib. You know why? Just knowing how women are, bro. Once I seen that nigga on with Charlamagne, actually this shit made headlines, and it made what do you call it again? It made Shade Room. Big Sean on why he doesn't marry Jhené Aiko. Nigga, you know, nigga, they haven't gotten married in 8 years. And he said there was work to be done. Nigga, if you don't think they were beefing like Bloods and Crips, BDs and GDs when he got home, nigga, when she seen that? Nigga, you think any woman want to hear you go on a fucking interview and say, after 8 years, and somebody said, hey, are you gonna ever marry her? You still got some more work to do. Nigga, he probably walked in, nigga, got a hot iron thrown at his head, nigga. Pots, pans, all type of shit, nigga. It was beef. Trust me, gang. I'm telling you, bro. Bruv, I'm telling you. Nigga, I'm telling you, bruv. Nigga, you know how these girls are. Nigga, she probably seen that trend on the Shade Room. Let me see if I can see no shit. Nigga, once I seen that, I'm like, yo, this nigga, he ain't gonna sleep for 3 weeks. He ain't gonna sleep for 3 weeks. I'm trying to see if I can find the thing. Jhené Aiko, Big Sean, Shade. I'm trying to. Nigga, cause know them little single baby mamas that was in there probably gassing Janae. This is why we don't fuck with these niggas. All they do is waste your time. Let me see. I can't find it. How the fuck I can't find it? Let me look at neighborhood. Even neighborhood talk don't have that. So that's what I was thinking. Why is this article popping up all the time? Talking about Janae Aiko was a downfall of Big Sean's career. Do y'all think that? Trying to see if I can find it. I guess Shade Room IG, no. I'm trying to find the shit. Okay, give me a second, Alright, we got him on it. Anyway, page 6 got it. God damn, they hating on my app blocker. Alright. This was a clip. It was on Charlamagne's show. Oh, right here. Jesus Christ. I can't, this ain't YouTube. I can't avoid this ad. This is page 6. Here we go. What the fuck? Another one? Yo, and by the way, chat, tell me if I'm tweaking on this. Like, I genuinely...
It's a little personal, you know what I mean? But just like, to be real with you, just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's still finding the right navigation through it all. I don't know if to me, marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. You know, people be like, well, you gotta get married.
Fuck? Hey. Oh my god. Let me look it up. Hollywood Unlocked.
Fuck is that?
I know they're gonna have it. Tell me they got it. I guess not. Anyway, I only say that because shit. When I look at this nigga Big Sean in this video right here, this nigga look like he ain't got a good night of sleep since. And you know what I usually think about when a nigga look like he's stressed out and can't sleep? Man, you got a chick over there tormenting this nigga. Trust me, I know. You get what I mean? So this nigga, I think he did that interview where he really wanted to pop some shit. Like, yeah, I ain't scared of that pussy nigga Kendrick, you know, blah, 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 blah. But then Charlamagne asked some real questions. All right, so, but what's up with marriage, though? Like, you've been dating for 8 years. Nah, we got some more work to do. Nigga, he went home, nigga. It's been straight beef, nigga. Nigga can't sleep, kicked out the house. He probably only in this part of the house right here, nigga. Go make some fucking pops, nigga. Go make some goddamn... All right, let me stop playing.
That's the concept of the album.
I'm hard to say that.
Because it gets hard. You know? Your faith get tested, for sure.
Yeah, let me stop, bro. I ain't shit, bro. But, bro, I know how that shit be working on Shade Room, bro. If I could find that shit on Shade Room, nigga, bro, they were probably violating that nigga, bro. I gotta find it just for the comments, bro. Jesus, I just need to find it for the comments, dog. When was that Big Sean shit? It was like years ago, ain't it? No, it was like weeks ago, wasn't it? I'm gonna find it. Big Sean, let me see. I just wanna know what date it is, that I can go back to that date on it. Shit. Okay, this is August 5th. Alright, so I'm gonna go down to August 5th. Yo, all I do, like...
Act be having all the info, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm running on like, say, Shade Room's audience. Because there's such a monolith same. Because really, it's kind of like it's the same swath of the demographic. Mostly disgruntled, well, mostly baby mamas. Mostly baby mamas not with their child's father.
Crazy.
Forget that. Fuck, a lot of scrolling. Damn, these niggas post a lot. You say you think Janae Aiko cheat? Yeah, Janae Aiko don't treat me. She don't come across to me like a cheater. It's not Janae. Okay, here we go. All right, we almost there. We almost there, people. We almost there. And all I want to do is just read the fucking comments. What was it? Was it August what? Like, let's scroll slowly now. Where is it? Where is it? I know I saw this bitch. This was during the Olympics, right? Uzi post. Oh, nah. You should have passed it then.
If Friday had a taste, this would be it. Tastes like it's Friday.
August 5th. So if this is August 3rd, we go up a little bit more. Just tell me if you see the Big Sean Golf. I know it's gonna be on here. Nigga, this is why the shade room exists, nigga. This is exactly why the shade room exists. Is it not here? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't see no post about Big Sean. Yo, somebody send me a link, bro.
Act wanna find it,
Said
don't it?
something I like. No way I did all that scrolling not to find them. Tight. No way I did all that fucking scrolling for no reason. Oh, I'll talk about me and you in Miami after this. Nigga, I gotta find this conversation. They didn't post it? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm on Hollywood talk. Hollywood, I mean, Unlocked. Somebody got to have it, bro. I just want to read the female perspective of that and see how badly they roasted this nigga. Or roasted her, really. That's where the beef starts. You know you and your girl be good, right? Like, even if y'all got some type of interesting agreement or situation, it's only when her hating ass girlfriends or the fucking internet or a similar situation happen online. Now it's like she acting brand new.
Let's see what's up.
Listen, if you've been in a car
Marketing
accident, don't
with
call an
AI.
attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did, and that's how I got this 100.
I think AI overall, though, is far bigger than people realize. People are scared of it. There's so much fear of, like, I'm going to lose my job. The robots are going to kill us. And that provenance moment of truth is about to come very handy because AI is about to make a lot of fake stuff. There's already videos of me on the internet of me saying things in my voice that I didn't say. I'm thinking about becoming a music artist. I think I can be good at music, no problem. I can't sing for shit, I'm not musical. It's pendulum swings. Yeah. Technology in, technology out, and I think I will use AI to actually make hit music. I really believe that before I'm done. Yeah. I would argue food styling and commercials is more fucking AI than AI. Yeah. I haven't seen a fucking Whopper in my life that looks like the ones on TV. I think that this is a demonization of modern technology that is a misnomer of human behavior. There will be incredible room for originally created human art. Yeah. But there will be incredible room for generative art.
So, I haven't had a full conversation with anybody yet this week on the record about AI. I figure you are a good person to pick their brain on about AI and less about where it's going to go in marketing and advertising, but more how consumers are overall going to feel about it and general society, because I think you have generally been smart about how you think about the future. And so I want to start with actually looking back for a moment. You know, you made a huge bet on NFTs and eventually morphed it into Vayner 3.
Yep.
As you saw the NFT market change and how society feels about metaverse and all that change over time. So I'm curious what lessons you learned from that, knowing that AI is also the next big thing. And I know they're different because that was a platform and this is a societally changing technology potentially.
No, it's a very smart question. No, I think you're right.
Similarities.
It's interesting. Like, if you look back at my content on Web3 and specifically NFTs, and you got to dissect it, I think the same thing's going to happen with AI. You're going to appreciate this. In a world where everything is headline reading, I'm sure that, actually, I need to start asking more journalists, like, how they feel about most people just reading their headline and not their actual work. So let's break it down. I'll go backwards and I'll go forwards. Backwards, so much of our biggest point of view was that metaverse wasn't real, that there was nobody actually there, back to day trading attention. Blockchain was a profound technology. I think blockchain's relationship with AI and deepfake videos is going to be a really interesting conversation over the next 10 years. 3, my biggest point of view is that 99% of NFTs were going to go to zero, and that the 1% would be meaningful collectibles like trading cards and comic books and sneakers. Biggest learnings that I apply to where we're going to go with AI. 1, they are different because the NFT was an individual form factor on top of a technology. That was also based on collectible speculation, which created so much of the radical ups and downs. AI is oxygen. It's such a profound, overwhelming technology. But I think the parallels will be similar. For Madison Avenue, I think the biggest observation is that Madison Avenue is very different than Silicon Valley. So I think the depth of conversation at AI at the conference has been really interesting. It's by far the buzziest word. I think back to what I focus on with it, which is about like today. I think the biggest AI conversation that you know what I was surprised about? Even though it's funny you said earlier, I wasn't surprised, but I was surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised. The biggest AI conversation currently in marketing is the algorithms of the For You pages of all these social networks. The most significant AI that our industry is feeling is in that environment. Now to consumer. People are scared of it. There's so much fear of like, I'm going to lose my job. This is bad. The robots are going to kill us. So there'll be a sector that I think will be similar to electricity when it first came out. Electricity was like incredibly demonized when it was first available to people. The most common belief at the time was there was demons in it, and so you should still use candles. Cool, right? Do you know that? Have you ever heard?
I know that.
Google it or ChatGPT it. Back to the point.
Perplexity it.
Or perplexity it. So I think that's what's that's my historical comp that I'm feeling. People are very, very worried about it. I think you'll have a group of that. I think we're already seeing profound consumer changes. So I hate using a focus group of 1, but boy, did it capture my attention. My 37-year-old brother and co-founder of Vayner, who runs our sports agency now, he doesn't use search anymore at all. 100% of his search behavior is not ChatGPT or Perplexity or things of that nature. So I think you're going to have an entire generation of Gen Alpha and young Gen Z that is going to, like, potentially, probably Gen Alpha, potentially live in a world where they don't even know what a search engine is the way that... How old are you?
36.
Did you ever use the Yellow Pages?
Yeah,
you caught it a little bit?
I'm old.
30. No, but you're right. No. But as you know, if you have a younger sibling under 30, like, no shot. There's people 25 that don't even know. When I use the reference, they don't even know. So I think it's going to be the classic thing. I do think I view that. So NFTs was a build on top of a big technology known as blockchain. And that provenance moment of truth is about to come very handy because AI is about to make a lot of fake stuff. There's already videos of me on the internet of me saying things in my voice that I didn't say. So provenance on the blockchain is going to actually become pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I think AI overall, though, is far bigger than people realize.
Yeah.
And so what do I think? I think you'll have some early users that are going to get a lot of value out of it. You're going to have 50 to 70% incumbents that are going to demonize it, or demonize it because they can't make money on it, or demonize it because they're scared of it.
Yeah.
This one isn't going to be fatty like NFTs.
Yeah.
This one is going to slow build like social media.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in that very unique age range where I started high school where nobody had a phone. Finished high school, everybody had a flip phone. Started college, maybe a few people had a smartphone. And by the time I finished college,
Everyone makes sense. Yeah, it's a funny group.
So in 8 years went from personal phone wasn't a thing unless you were an adult.
To the supercomputer,
you had
the iPhone. Yeah.
Whatever you needed in your pocket.
Yeah.
But I wanna ask about your point about blockchain. Are you pointing out blockchain and deepfakes from the standpoint of blockchain can track how the progress of something, so we'll be able to verify something is accurate based on how
every video I make, I'm gonna make an NFT, a non-fungible token.
Yeah.
The way everyone knows NFTs right now is a collectible. And the way they know it right this second is a collectible that was like fatty.
Yeah.
But NFTs aren't Beanie Babies. Individual projects in NFT land are Beanie Babies. NFTs are stuffed animals.
Yeah.
They will be forever. One of the most important use cases, I think, in the next decade of NFTs is going to be using the blockchain to put your content on, to say all the content that I make about me is here first, then I'm putting it on the internet. So anything that you see that you think is from me, you better go see the provenance, because this is somebody else manipulating what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We've lived in 100 years of believing every video that we've seen is true. We're about to go, just your 8-year analogy, let me use it now as a build. We will go from everybody here sees any video, they believe it's 100% true, to in 8 to 10 years, everybody here is seeing a video and not believing it's true.
Yeah.
That is societally
terrifying.
It is until you say, wait a minute, or the blockchain and then truth. So I agree with you. In the short term, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
But this is why I'm kind of very fascinated by the blockchain.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised there hasn't been a ton of deepfakes around the election yet. I mean, I assume we are eventually going to get there, but I guess maybe we're too far away from November. But I'm curious how you see the perception of how societal perception of generative AI is going to change. Because I think we already saw the first bit of it with the Apple ad, where even though it wasn't touting AI, it was crushing art. And I think people view AI as, we don't want it to replace art. So are you optimistic that people are going to put up a fight and save arts and not give in to just, anybody can create any kind of content using AI and that's it?
No. Do you know that everyone thought a canvas piece of art was not art hundreds of years ago? That if you did not do art on an actual building wall, that wasn't real art? There's an incredible fight that art on canvas was fake art. One of my good strengths is history tells me the future. This is my second cool
Yeah, okay.
And you can see how my brain works a little bit. And this is when I see new things like this, I'm like, let me get educated. It's not like I know all this stuff. I do the research, right?
Sure.
And then it becomes part of my life. So I think this industry, actually this is a good parallel to the overall industry. And it's the answer to your question. I believe one of the biggest shortcomings of our industry is that we like or, not and.
Sure.
The answer to your question is and.
Yeah.
There will be incredible room for originally created human art.
Yeah.
But there will be incredible room for generative art.
Yeah.
And the consumer will accept both. You know why? Because they're already consuming both. They're already accepting both.
Yeah.
The world is not the opinions of the artists at this event.
Yeah.
The opinion is of the 8 billion people and how they interact with the art.
Yeah. So, to that point, when something like, let's just talk music. With AI, music is going to become even easier for anybody to figure out how to make. Do you see society pushing in a way where someone who can play a violin at a high skill is going to get pushed out for somebody who can create whatever on their laptop, on their phone, using AI, or do you still see a future in which both of those are going to be equally valued, and that we're going to really fight hard to protect human-made art?
I think both will happen. What about house EDM music? What about DJs?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody told us electronic. What about auto-tune?
Yeah.
T-Pain fucking had every hit song for a 3-year window. I'm very bullish on and. I think, to your point, like, I'm thinking about becoming a music artist. I talk in the way that would work really well for music. I'm very, I'm good for interviews, right? Like, it's how my brain works. Analogies, snippets, headlines. I think I can be good at music. One problem: I can't sing for shit. I'm not musical.
I got that in common with you.
And me.
I can play mean saxophone. Can't sing
Can
a
you?
little bit tune.
Can you?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So I got nothing.
Yeah.
Other than I think I can write hooks and have bars. and I think I will use AI to actually make hit music. I really believe that before I'm done.
Yeah.
And so will some people say, like, what the fuck? Fucking Gary V's now? Of course they will.
Yeah.
I could, 93% will. 7% will say, like, the same thing, is Avicii good? Some people think Avicii's the best.
Yeah.
Other people think that he just took other people's shit.
Yeah.
So is Andy Warhol the best?
Yeah.
At the time he was the worst. Now we think he's the best. Some people think he's the best. And so I'll go back to my and.
Yeah.
I think that let's talk about technology. I couldn't believe more in social and the phone. Do I believe that now that we've had 15 years of it, that a lot of people enjoy putting their phone in a safe for a week and not being on a phone? I sure do.
Yeah.
It's pendulum swings.
Yeah.
Technology in, technology out. And so this, look at fashion.
Yeah.
Every 20, 30 years, are we supposed to wear tight jeans or loose jeans?
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going to happen with music and entertainment.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've seen it to an extent with social media. I mean, if you would have told me 10 years ago that by 2024 I would have pretty much given up sharing any part of my life on social, which is a thing that a lot of people are starting to buy into, I would have said you're crazy, but I think we eventually also just tired of sharing our lives constantly.
I lived the life the whole time. People are very confused when I don't think people realize how I played it. I've never shared a single thing about my personal life.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense to me. Why would I want to give up my privacy?
Yeah.
There's nothing more valuable.
Yeah.
My relationships, my family. I'm one of the most prolific content producers of the last 15 years.
Yeah.
With zero of it being about my personal life. So I understand that. So I saw that coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
Putting my children in my content? What if they don't want it?
Yeah.
Putting my relationship so that the world... Didn't anybody see what they do to Brad and Angelina? Like, why are you giving the world... Obviously, we're not all famous, but by the way, when your life is small, when 30, 40 people, your relatives and your friends are your world, their judgment on your relationship is powerful.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's start to bring this a little back to marketing.
Let's do it.
Have you, when you talk with your clients and brands in general, have you started to see brands figure out where the line is on where they want to use Gen AI?
One more time, my friend.
Have the brands, your clients, started to draw a line in terms of where the line is on Gen AI? So, for example, Dove. Dove has said, we'll use Gen AI, but we will never generate a human.
Got it. No, we think that our recommendation to our clients is don't jump out too fast.
Yeah.
That would be like there was clients, it's buried in history now, that said they would never use influencers. They only believe in real celebrities. No, we've our conversations with clients, my conversations with clients, are very heavily predicated on the following, which is you don't need to make an official statement yet.
Sure.
This is very profound technology.
Sure.
Many of Bill Gates said the web was a fad. He's a smart man. You don't,
just a little bit.
You don't need to be out in front. Let's take a beat. And so that has been our recommendation. And I think that's the right thing. It's early.
Yeah.
Ready for this? I'm on the record that's saying Dove, at some point in its consumer brand journey, will make generative people.
Okay.
Because Not that I believe that anyone at Unilever is a hypocrite or is stupid or is wrong, but in 27 years, when it's a different regime, and generative AI human content is incredibly important, I don't think that Dove is going to want to give up market share.
Okay.
You know, so like, I'm sure it's, and by the way, I know that it's well intended. It actually comes, you know, I think most things are well intended. Like 8th place trophies were incredibly well intended.
Yeah.
But I think looking at history, it's not going to be viewed as a positive thing for kid development.
Yeah.
Dove, talking about real beauty, that's a beautiful, like, it comes from such a good place.
Yeah.
On the record, I don't see any scenario that in 35 years they haven't done it, because there'll be a competitive disadvantage to a business.
Yeah. I mean, even in instances where, so I was talking to the CEO of, he was the CEO of OKRP, and now he's part of Berkeley OKRP, and he said, you know, I have restaurant clients who they'll let us use Gen AI for anything except the food.
100%.
Because they're chefs. They only want to show things their chefs can actually make, and even if they use Gen AI to perfection, nobody made that burger.
Let me take the counterpoint.
Yeah.
Every single commercial that Burger King shows the Whopper looks nothing like the Whoppers I get at Burger King.
That's a good point. Yeah, food styling is a thing.
No shit. I would argue food styling and commercials is more fucking AI than AI.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a fucking Whopper in my life that looks like the ones on TV.
Yeah. Do you have a sense with brands that they even have their heads wrapped around Gen AI that well? Because I was talking to Surge on Haggerty earlier today, and I asked him pretty much the same question.
Better get ready for the AI, better learn how to do something.
Have you seen brands draw the line? And he goes, well, no. I mean, it's so early days that most of them, I think he said, can't fucking wrap their head around it. Or don't, I forget exactly what he said, but you know, he basically said they don't know what they're doing.
As someone who came into this industry and has been in and out for 15 years, I'm so glad that Sir said that, because I've always liked him a lot. Actually, I always have. He's a smart guy, and he's right. That's absolutely my take. I said I think it earlier. Madison Avenue versus Silicon Valley. Like, with all due respect, this is an incredible community. Deep technology knowledge is not what's happening here. This is sales and marketing. And so, I don't think they have their heads wrapped around it. And by the way, there's a lot to get through with copyright and trademark law.
Yeah.
This is probably one of the more conservative stances we've taken as an organization. We want to really understand, like, where the content's coming from, like, because we have to indemnify our clients.
Sure.
So I'm like, fucking, like, are you kidding me? I'm not looking to battle Disney if they claim that the elephant that was made from this was inspired by the Dumbo IP.
Yeah.
So we got a little ways to go. I think he's right. I think it's early. Again, especially after 4 glasses of rosé at Cannes, people like to pontificate about their knowledge about AI. It's not. This is not the epicenter of AI.
Yeah.
This is an industry that will be affected by the epicenter, which is the technology sector.
Yeah. You brought up algorithms earlier, and I know we've talked a lot about Gen AI, but with algorithms, it's also a very good point, because we've seen how quickly society has fractured, how content has fractured in terms of audience. My TikTok feed is going to be drastically different than yours, drastically different than Harriet's. And so we're losing a sense of community because we're slowly growing into, I'm fans of these people, you're fans of these people. I would
argue that is a false POV in this society right now.
Okay.
Let's take it back pre-social media. You chose to watch Fox, and I chose to watch CNN. You chose to read the New York Times, and I chose to read Post.
But the options were much fewer.
Yes.
Now there's a million different influencers, and 72 may end up in my feed, and you might have 2 of the same ones.
Just because the options were fewer. Do you know what the average amount of channels people watched when they had 36 channels to choose from in prime cable era in the 80s? 3. The options were fewer.
Yeah.
But I still didn't watch food TV. I watched ESPN, and I watched when the Jets highlights were on, and I turned up when the Broncos highlights were on. I think that this is a demonization of modern technology that is a misnomer of human behavior.
Yeah.
The fragmentation has existed forever.
Yeah.
People always read the books they want, and read the newspapers and watch the TV and listen to the radio. Yes, to your point, absolutely, on fewer options. The misnomer is we didn't take advantage of those fewer options.
I'm not quite that point's not landing for me.
Please.
You know, if back in, say, the 90s or 80s, when you had fewer options and cable TVs first exploding, we saw, amount of people who watch a program far higher than today. So
that is
if you
correct.
went into the office,
that is correct.
You likely had a number of people
correct.
who you could talk to about something.
Yes.
And so what I'm saying is more, it's fragmented so much that I could go in the office and there's no guarantee that any
that I'm a buyer on.
Yeah,
that I'm a buyer
that's
on.
What I was
I'm a full buyer of that. But I would say the nuance there is that that the genre of it would be within the same realm. Meaning, you may know of a hip hop artist that's emerging that I don't know.
Yeah.
But we may both like hip hop.
Yeah.
Right? And I would actually say the discoverability of that game is real. But to your point, the extreme fragmentation is well taken.
Yeah.
And I'm a very big believer in that. I don't think it's focus groups of one.
Yeah.
But we've definitely, to your point, gone to smaller groups of interests.
Yeah.
But and so I think we're gonna find out what that all means.
Yeah.
To your point, we all watched MASH.
Yeah.
Now we all watch humor in 87 pieces of MASH that add up to one MASH.
Yeah.
And to your point that I think you're making is that has the potential to make us not be as connected.
Yeah.
And I think that's real.
Yeah. I know, I get excited when my wife shares a TikTok that I've already seen because it's like almost a shared experience of like, oh, I've already seen this and I can laugh at this already.
Yeah.
Where's it gonna go from there? So do you see a tipping point in which at some point we are all driven back to maybe more communal?
I think so. Yeah. I think so. I don't think in the short term at all.
Yeah.
You're 36?
Yeah.
Back to like guessing. This I definitely don't know. But if I had to bet the farm, you're like, Gary, I'm sorry, you have to bet.
Yeah.
When you're 68, I think we're still in the very beginning of fragmentation at scale.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I do think loneliness is a big concern of mine of fragmentation at scale.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I believe that there is absolute early indicators of that, but I also think that requires human accountability to be more multidimensional.
Yeah.
Like to be more selfless, not selfish. I have my interests, but let me be curious and selfless and open to my friends' interests so that we connect. I'm very fascinated by this combo, and I spend a lot of time thinking about this. It's actually, by the way, why I think everyone has marketing wrong. The idea that you're going to make a 30-second commercial and you're going to pump it on television and it's going to work is fucking delusional in the truth of the world.
Yeah. Final question, as we're pretty much at time here, is just, with streaming TV and the ability to really understand who that person is you're showing, have you guys begun thinking about using AI to create God knows how many versions of that ad to show each person the way you're already doing with your Vader volume for social and everything
Yes,
else?
we have, but we do believe it is still a trademark and copyright issue.
Yeah.
And we will not go full generative AI over production until there's more this goes back to why I think Dove is well intended, but a little premature.
Yeah.
It's early, and we have a lot of things to figure out.
Yeah. Cool.
Ernie presents magically made foot stripes. Now that's magic. Keebler, magic is here.
If you're looking to get a website designed and developed that not just only collects visitors, but converts them into customers and generates revenue from it every single month, we design and develop websites specifically to generate sales and not traffic. Not only that, we provide you with custom social media plan, plus creating free social media strategy that aligns with your goals, plus a free logo if you don't already have one. You can book your appointment with us free of cost by clicking the link above or the button below. Now, Now, if you're a business owner and you're looking to get a website, you normally have two options. A, web design agencies that cost you around $4,000, or a crazy psycho at freelance platforms that can make a website for $50. We make websites that have high quality sales and conversion funnels that predictably and consistently convert your visitors into customers. And as a result, this frees you up to live and enjoy your life while having a predictable flow of new clients into your business. Now, you need to ask a question to yourself. How important is this website for you? Are you planning to get more revenue from it, or you just want one just to keep up with others? The more important the website is for someone, the more fun we have working on it. So if you need a plan or a roadmap of getting a website with conversion funnel, you can book your free appointment with us by clicking the link above or button below.
yeah. Man, my bad, y'all. I went cold on y'all, huh? For at least 50 minutes. That's scandalous right there, yeah. Let me pull the stream back up real quick. Hold up. Where you at?